Welcome to my first video of 2017, and this is my current setup in case you're curious or you wanted to see how it updated from last year. Here it is. I have this monitor that I've been using for years. I'm probably going to consider replacing it pretty soon. Out of everything I currently have, this is probably the oldest thing here, and I'm going to get this replaced mainly because it's cracking a lot, and I don't know, man. This thing is it's starting to fall apart a little bit, you know. And then just some generic speakers. Had those ever since I got this computer. They work well enough, you know. Whatever. Hear everything out of them. Also have this mouse, the SteelSeries 300. Been using it for some time now, about a year, and I already had it in my last setup video, but it works well enough. It's pretty good. It hasn't no problems with the mouse so far, so I'm very satisfied with that. I have this keyboard, the Razer Chroma, whatever, you know, the standard Razer Chroma keyboard that a lot of people use. It's very nice. I like the lights on it. I like the programmable macros and all these things you can do. It's very sturdy, and I like the clickiness of the keyboard. That's the main reason I bought it. I got it on a discount, so I mean, I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, it works well enough. I got this probably around like May or so of last year actually. So yeah, you haven't seen that before. That's I guess the only new thing here besides these pair of headphones. I'll get to that a little bit later. This is basically what I talk out of. Maybe you know this already, but it's kind of degraded in quality a little bit ever since I bought it. This headphone doesn't work anymore. Also, it's kind of coming off. You can attach it, but it comes off pretty easily. It's falling apart, this one too. But the microphone works pretty well, so that's why I keep using it. It's good enough for that. It's good enough for talking out of, and probably might get a new one, considering this is so old and you can find a just as good pair of headphones for not very much. I'm going to consider replacing that. The sound quality isn't too amazing out of it. There's a lot of static coming out of it. You probably noticed that, but yeah, it works well enough, I guess. I have this joystick over here. Use it for flying games like Simple Planes, which I showed off one time. I'm gonna come back to that game in a bit when I actually feel like it. I mean, I have stuff planned, but yeah, that's all right. And then I have a 3DS here, which you already knew that. It's been there for years. Got this controller. So whenever I'm playing BeamNG, which I'll be actually making a video of it pretty shortly, this is the controller I use. It's like a PS2 type controller, except obviously it's not because of the buttons. But it's basically, that's what it is. It has the standard analogs and all the buttons and everything, you know. It works well enough. I mean, the analog steering is pretty good. I mean, BeamNG is not the best example of it, but it's good enough for platformers and maybe more simple racing games, things like that. It works pretty good. I don't really think I'm going to replace it, mainly because it's better than a keyboard for controlling your cars and stuff. So whenever I'm playing BeamNG, I just use that thing. This was the original headset I was going to use. You know, I got it back in March of last year, when I was in Poland, and it lasted for a while, till about 2 months ago, I would say, and then it broke. Basically, one of the headphones stopped working. I was actually going to use this as my main microphone from this one, mainly because it sounded a little bit better. I think I might have made a video or two on it back in March or maybe April, but yeah, this didn't go so great. The microphone was meh. It was pretty alright, but a lot of static and stuff, and I couldn't fix that problem, so I kind of just had to go back to this, and I guess I was alright with that. I mean, this sounded just a little bit better, but again, it didn't last that long, so I have to get a replacement regardless. So if you're wondering why there's an Xbox One game here, it's because I got it for Christmas. I'll be probably replacing that, returning it for a PC version, you know, something like that. Also, GBA SP, I'm pretty sure you know what's up with that. I mean, I am playing on the GBA SP, GBA games a lot. Not just emulators, also the real thing. What else? I guess there's one more thing I could show you. It's down here. In case you haven't seen this computer recently, I've been using it since like last year or so. 2 years ago, no, 2015. And yeah, you probably already know this. The only difference is that as I install the graphics card, there's an LED down here, whatever, some illumination. That's about it. using a CD drive to play old games like Battlefield 1942. If you may have noticed, it is a bit messy. It's a little bit, there's some dust play. It's pretty dusty around here. I need to clean everything out. I'm probably going to do that before the vacation ends or something, and make sure everything's all clean and stuff. But yeah, it's a little messy around here. But this is the video, in case you've noticed there's some cats. Yes. Yeah, thanks for watching this video. In case you were interested in the setup I have, I know it wasn't a fantastic video, not the best video to start off the year, but I mean, you might have been curious what my setup of 2017 is going to look like. So, Happy New Year, and I will see you later.